In this video, I'll be breaking down how to set up and launch your first meta ads to start attracting more ceramic coatings. The same ad strategy I'm teaching you right now is the one that I use for my client. We launched his ads last night, and this morning he closed an $1,100 ceramic coating. So I'm going to show you the exact process he used. That way by the end of this video, you can implement it and start closing ceramic coatings for your business. Now before we jump into the ads, there's two ways that you can run meta ads. You can run ads to target cold traffic, or you can run ads to target warm traffic. Now, every single business, I typically recommend running ads to target warm traffic. But in order to target warm traffic, you need to build up a content funnel that you can direct traffic to, where you let content pre-qualify and pre-sell those leads for you. That way they already know what they want, why they need it, and why it's important to them before they actually reach out and turn into a lead. That's something that can take a lot longer to set up. It can take a little bit more money, and it's not the easiest way to run ads. So in this video, I'm showing you the easiest way that you can set up your ads today. You can set up your ad creatives using AI, and you can get ads launched by the end of today. That way you can start having leads come in by tomorrow. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into my screen, and I'll break down the entire step-by-step process. This is my client's Instagram account. Now, you may look at this and wonder why you can't target warm traffic with this account. It has a big following, it's optimized correctly. The biggest thing comes down to the content strategy. Now, this content strategy, if we were to direct traffic to the page, if anything, the content would prevent people from buying from us. This content does not associate us to a high quality premium brand that can charge over $1,000 for ceramic coating services. So we almost want to try and avoid people from looking at a page like this. Now, if this account was optimized for reference, a page like this. This is another client and his page is optimized. This is something that takes time to create. It takes money to invest into your paid ads, and it takes a little bit more energy each week to go in and create more of an in-depth marketing process like this one. So if you're looking for an easier way to run ads right now, or if you don't have a content funnel built up like this account, that's when you would resort to running the ads that we're going to set up today. They can still do really well. The biggest difference is these ads, you would expect maybe a 5x to 7x return on your ad spend, meaning every $1,000 you put in, you'll get $5,000 to $7,000 out of it, versus the other ad strategy where we're targeting warm traffic, you would expect a 7 to 10x return out of it. So every $1,000 you put in, you get $7,000 to $10,000 out of it. So jumping into the ad strategy, first thing that we need to do is create content. And the easiest way to create content is with AI. In order to get an understanding of what content we actually need to create, creatives that are actually working and proven to work, the best way to do that is go into the Facebook ad library. This right here is the Facebook ad library. So if you go into any business account and you click the About section, you'll see something that says Page Transparency. And when you click Page Transparency, you'll see a screen that pops up and it says this page is currently running ads. And you would say go to Ad Library, and then this is what would pop up. Now, what we can do is go into the search bar and you can see exactly what ads are being ran in the ceramic coating industry. Or we could switch this to paint protection film. And then all of these videos come up, and these are all ads in the paint protection film industry. So you can go in, you can type in any industry you want, and it'll show you all of the ads that are being ran. Now, this video, we're talking about ceramic coating ads specifically. So we're gonna type in ceramic coating, click search. Now, there's a few things that you want to do. If you look up here, you see we have 20,000 results. So if we were to sift through that, it'd take forever. So you want to go and you want to filter. You can filter to English, platform. You can do Instagram and Facebook. Advertiser, you can leave that blank. Media type. For this one, we'll do videos. And this is the most important part. So right here, we have the date. So we want to try and find ads that people have been running for a while. Because if we have somebody who's been running an ad for 2 months, it's a pretty clear indicator that that ad is working. So if we only look at ads that were launched today or yesterday, we don't even know if those ads are doing well. So what we want to do is go back at least a month. So we'll go back to December 1st, and then we'll apply. And you're still going to have a ton of creatives to go through. Like right here, we still have 3,400 creatives that we can sift through. But you'll see all of these like started running on December 1st. So most likely, if they've been running that long, it's an indicator that they are doing well. And one way to dive even deeper into seeing if these ads are doing well is you can even go into the business's actual Facebook ad library, see how many times they're running these ads, or see how many ads they're running. If they're running 15 different ads and they're running this one and it's been running for a month, again, clear indicator that it's doing well. But if we go in and we see that they're only running one ad and the ad's been running for a month, that could also just be a company who's a little bit lazy and has one creative that's doing okay, but they just don't feel like switching it out. So the more creatives they have, and if they've had this ad creative running longer, that is an indicator that it's doing well. So what we want to do is start to scroll through and take a look and see which ads just kind of catch our attention. You can click on it. You can watch the video, and typically we're looking for a video with an offer. We're looking for a video that has some sort of messaging in the background where it's promoting and selling the paint correction, ceramic coating services. But we also want to try and find a video that's easier for you to replicate, because our goal is to be able to create content today that we can launch today or tomorrow. So what you would do is you'd scroll down and keep going through until you find a video that kind of catches your attention. So let's say it was this video and we watched it and it was doing well, had a good offer, it was engaging to watch, had good visual clips, and had a good script. Then what you could do is you can go in and you can click copy ad link. What we'll do is we'll copy it, and then we'll go into this site called Manus, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. And you can see I've already done this before, but you can say, can you transcribe this video for me? And then you'll paste the link and you'll click enter, and it's going to go through and it's going to transcribe the entire video for you. And right here, what you can do is you can copy the entire script of the video. You can take this, you can go into 11 Labs, and you'll do text to speech. You'll paste the script into 11 Labs, and then you'll go through and slightly adjust it a little bit. Don't copy it word for word, but just take the concept of the video and then slightly tailor it and adjust it to fit your business, your offer, your service, your location, everything like that. And then what you can do is go into the voice. You can choose a voice that you like the sound of best.
The thing always happened.
I would typically use the one named Brian, and then you click generate speech. And when you click generate speech, it's going to go through and it's going to say the entire script for you. This is how you can create videos where you don't even have to be the one in it talking. Now, to be transparent, this is never going to convert as good as if you're the one in the video, you're the one talking, but it can still do very well if you're not the most creative person, if you don't have access to go outside right now and create or film a video of a car that you're standing in front of. This is a good second option if you just need something to create today to start testing. So you'd click generate, and then you go down here and you can click download, and then you download the actual video. Now, once you have that, you can literally go into CapCut and you can edit the entire video in there. The video that we used for this client, we put the whole thing together in CapCut. And within 24 hours, it closed $1,100 ceramic coating, and it has like I think a $12 cost per lead right now. And I'll show the ad creative here in a few minutes. And I'll show the ad creative here shortly so you can see. But my point is you don't have to go out and hire a crazy videographer. You don't need to go out and put the most complex video together to start out. All you need to do is get something together, launch some ads, and just spend some money on ads so that way you can collect data, and then from there you can figure out how you can improve those creatives. You have leads coming in with their low quality, okay, we can adjust the messaging, we can adjust the offer, we can adjust the targeting, we can tackle that to fix the lead quality. But if you never start running ads in the first place and all you do is come up with excuses as to why you can't create content, then you're never going to be successful in the industry. So at this point, let's say that you put together the creative and you have it set up. Then what we're going to do is go into the ads manager. I'll run through the actual ads manager for the client that we help set these up for right now, just to kind of show you. But there's a few ways you can run ads. So if you go to create, you'll see you can run a traffic ad, you can run engagement, you can run for leads, you can optimize for sales, all sorts of different ways that you can actually run your ads. Typically the easiest way to just start some conversations and get leads coming in is running a DM ad. That's what we're doing with this client right now, but you can also run a lead form ad. They both work. If you want to copy exactly what this client is doing, then you're going to click engagement, continue, manual, continue, campaign name, just do top of funnel, general traffic. Engagement, you'll do ad set budget, deselect this, click next, ad set name, general targeting. You can run these ads on Messenger and Instagram, and then go down. Bare minimum, you should start with a $50 a day budget. That's what this client's using, but if you can get up to $70 a day, that's good if you're implementing retargeting ads. And then you can set this to run at midnight. And location, you're going to do switch to original audience, further limit your reach, continue. And then all you're going to do is just keep it very general to start. If you run into an issue with lead quality, then you can start to adjust your targeting from there. But you'll do your location. So let's say that they were in Tampa. You would do Tampa, Florida. Cut this down to maybe 15 to 20 miles or so, somewhere between there. Age, let's push this to 25 to 60. And then you can leave gender. You can keep everything else the same, how it is right here. And then you'll go into placements, edit, manual, deselect Messenger and audience network. So just keep Facebook and Instagram. Deselect Instagram Explorer Home, deselect search. We'll click next, add name. You'll do the date. So let's say it's the 8th, January 8th, add 1. Typically, you want to test like 3 to 5 creatives at once, just to let them test against each other to see which creative is going to do the best, instead of just testing one at a time. Because then what happens is if you run one creative right now and it doesn't do well, then let's say you run it for 3 days, doesn't do well, you have to create a new one, test that for 3 more days. Maybe it takes a third one to find a winning creative. Now you're 9 days in before you found a winning ad, compared to testing all 3 of those at once, and then now after 3 days you find a winning ad. So it just speeds up the testing process. So you'll do create ad, deselect the box, set up creative, video ad, and then this is where you'd import your ads. This is the one I created. We can go through and watch
Today
it.
we're working on the stunning BMW, giving it protection it deserves with one of the most advanced ceramic coatings available. We start with a full wash and paint decontamination to remove.
So see, it pitches the offer, just gives a breakdown of the whole step-by-step process, and then at the end, it has a call to action to reach out and claim their offer. We'll do skip and continue. We'll do next. Headline, you can do like claim your $899 offer, or it could be like $899 ceramic coating deal. And then your primary text, you're just clarifying the offer again. So you would just say something like $899 ceramic coating, typically $1,650, today only $900, and then you break down what's included, and then you have your CTA at the end. So pretty straightforward. Call to action would be send message. We'll just do test for now. Then you'll click next. Make sure that these are off. Click done. You go through. Advantage Plus. Advantage Plus, make sure all of these are off. And then your chat builder, you would just make a template, and then it would be, so we tested 2 offers at $899 and then a $999. And the $899 did better. But it would just say like, hey, their name, DM us your keyword, so ceramic, to claim your $899 ceramic coating voucher. And then they send that message, and then you get the lead. So the way that it looks when an actual lead comes in would be like this. So they'll reach out, and they'll either directly reach out with the call to action, or they'll reach out asking a question. So this is a qualified lead, 24 Mazda. This is a qualified lead. This is one that booked earlier. 2019 X5, reached out for the $900 voucher, and then ended up booking in for $1,100. And this is another one that just came through too. So all of the leads will just come in directly through the DMs. Now you can also switch it to have your leads come in through a lead form as well, and then you would push for a phone call instead of closing somebody through DM. Now, once you set up your ad, what you'll do is you're going to run with your general audience for the next 3 days. And what happens is you'll basically collect data. Okay, so you're going to run the ad. You're going to have some leads that are super expensive, some that are right in the sweet spot where they should be. You can see this one was at $49 cost per lead. Way too expensive, shut it off. This one, $28 cost per lead, still too expensive, shut that one off. This one, $18 cost per lead, which is kind of right in the sweet spot. It should be like $15, $20 for an ad style like this, maybe a little bit more depending on your offer and location and everything. Now, these 4 leads were all lower quality. Doesn't mean that the ad creative is horrible. It just means that maybe we need to adjust the targeting slightly. So what I did is, out of these creatives, this one is clearly the winner. So I took this creative and then I went in and then I tested against 3 different audiences. So I'll take the creative, I'll set up a new campaign, and then instead of ad set budget, I'll do campaign budget optimization. So that way it splits your budget across these 3 different ad sets instead of splitting the budget across your 3 different ad creatives. So instead of splitting it across these 3, it would split it across these 3 ad sets. And then what I did is I went in and I adjusted the targeting. So I went into the interests, if we click edit. So down here, I went into the interests, and then I can test 3 different ways to basically figure out who my ICP is based on things that they would be interested in. So the 3 that I did was targeting certain professions. I targeted car manufacturers with a detailing interest, and then I targeted parents who are also interested in home cleaning, vehicle cleaning, car washes, different things like that. And what you'll do is you'll let these run against each other and then let them run for about 3 days. You'll figure out which one is getting the best quality leads and then which one is bringing in the best cost per lead. And on top of that, which one brings in the best cost per acquisition, so how much it costs you to acquire a client. Now, these ones launched like last night, and then this morning there was 2 leads that came in, and then 1 closed from this one so far. So still pretty new, but right now this is the winning ad creative, and it's running at about $12. Well, now it just switched, $13 cost per lead, so cost per DM. What we would do is let this continue to run for 3 more days. And then after 3 days, we'll make sure that this is still the winning one. And this is where we're going to direct all of the budget into. And now we're going to keep this audience, the one where we're going in and targeting specific professions, so jobs and everything. And then we're going to start to split test more creatives against that same audience until we start to figure out 3, 4, maybe even 5 different ads that are proven to work, doing well, and generating qualified leads who are ready to move forward. And at that point, it becomes simple, where now you figure out what's working. All you do is duplicate that, continue to run it, and then scale your ad budget up to $70, $80, $100 per day. Once it gets to the point where you're spending over $100 per day, then that's where slightly adjust your ad strategy and start to implement a more in-depth retargeting strategy, ones like that we use for our higher end clients. So that's a full breakdown of the ad strategy that you could use literally starting today to go out, set up some creative, set up your ads today, and have leads coming in as soon as tomorrow. If you want my help teaching you how to run ads for your detailing business, or even running your ads in general, I offer a 90-day coaching program, and we also run ads for detailers. We've worked with over 200 different detailers in about 1 year and 8 months. So if you're interested in that, just reach out to me on Instagram, send me a DM, and let me know. But other than that, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.